In inclusion with the lecture 1, I want to add something that we were talking about the drug approval process in Europe. So there were certain good things that I found out from the EMA website. You can Google it on, you can Google it, and you can type European Medicine Agency, and you'll get their whole website, and they'll talk about, they give their themselves give you the content on which you can work on. So they say in their own website that the mission of European Medicine Agency EMA is to foster scientific excellence. They want to appreciate and they want to grow further and they want to shelter scientific excellence. In what? Scientific excellence for what? They are not like what do you call it, science center. No, scientific excellence in evaluation and supervision. These are the two words that they have always repeated everywhere. Evaluate करना and supervise करना medicines को for the benefit of public and animal health in European Union. So they have given their agenda कि यूरोपियन यूए की बात कर रहे हो बस, पूरे नेशन पूरे वर्ल्ड की नहीं. So basic English they could have used. I don't know what's why do they use such complicated sentences. What they're trying to say is that they want to have that kind of achievements using scientific technology while evaluating and supervising medicines, and that is obviously for the benefit of the living organisms including public, humans and animals. So follow the journey for a medicine for human use assessed by EMA. So they are saying that follow our journey, एक मेडिसिन की जर्नी फॉलो करो जो कि ह्यूमन यूज़ के लिए काम आएगी, बट इट इज़ असेस्ड बाय EMA in this interactive timeline. It explains all stages from initial research to patient access, from bench to bedside, including how EMA supports medicine development, assesses the benefits and risks, and monitors the safety of the medicine. This line actually leads to next line, that is, what is the key principle? What is the key principle अंडरपिनिंग अ मेडिसिन असेसमेंट? कि हमें पता है कि हम ये पैरामीटर्स यूज़ करते हैं टू जज अ ड्रग फॉर इट्स सेफ्टी, एफिकेसी एंड क्वालिटी, बट व्हाट इज़ द प्रिंसिपल बिहाइंड इट? कि फंडामेंटली क्या है, व्हाट इज़ द लॉजिक दैट यू यूज? एंड द लॉजिक इज द बैलेंस. ओके, बैलेंस बिटवीन व्हाट? So balance between the benefits and the risk of a medicine is the key principle guiding a medicine's assessment. How do you assess? Now जो आपके पास डेटा आएगा, in general हम logically बात करें, एक clinical trial हुआ, clinical trial was conducted, it's a synthesized man-made drug, obviously chemically synthesized drug, and every drug, that is why doctor says that naturally, if as much as you can stay fit, you should, and you should not rely on medicines that much, because medicines do have side effects. Okay, you might be treating some treatment for you might be treating a disease, like for example uh, a schizophrenia for example, and you might get as side effects increase heart rate, increase blood pressure, increase sugar levels. So obviously you are going to get side effects, and even in clinical trial those side effects are shown. Some people get rashes, some people do not get any side effects, good for them. But even if single person does get that side effect, you have to report that authentically, and measures should be taken to, like, if even if you're getting a rash, what you should do. Sometimes you see na ki not, it is for external use only. If it goes inside your eyes, wash it with cold water. Sometimes you have to provide with precautions and remedial actions as well. So in a clinical trial, efficacy, that is how effective that drug is, के 2 points आए और safety के 5 point आए while evaluating the data. Is that drug an ideal drug? Would I be launching this drug if I were in a regulatory agency? No. Emergency के case में other scenarios, but this is a very high risk situation because here the side effects are outweighing the benefits. तो benefit यहाँ पे कम है और risk ज़्यादा है. Will, even if you're looking at from a business perspective, say you're a businessman and you're investing somewhere, okay, forget about human health and safety issues, will you be investing somewhere if this is written on that particular piece of property, gold or shares, that high risk low benefit? Not at all. But एक ऐसा ड्रग आया that would have efficacy as 3 and safety और side effects के मामले में 2 side effects or 3 or 1 other minor side effect was shown, then this case can at least be considered, and then other data would be evaluated to finally conclude the situation. And then there is another, if we come to third situation, when we talk about efficacy, there were 3 good points that okay, this is for this indication this drug was so much effective. And side effect या safety concerns में 1 major side effect was there and others were not observed. This is a good condition where my efficacy or my benefits एक तराजू के मापदंड से देखें तो benefit outweighs, sorry उल्टा बना दिया, benefit outweighs, this is the balance, benefit outweighs the risks, and that is the language you will be reading everywhere else, okay? And if I can decode it and identify, so can you. So that is what they're trying to say, that the key principle underpinning a medicine assessment is the balance between benefits and risk of a medicine is important while guiding a medicine assessment. A medicine can be only authorized if its benefit outweighs the risks. Only authorized when its benefits outweighs the risks. I can't stress and highlight this line any more than I'm doing right now. Star marks, double tick, yellow highlighter, red line. And this is not to be ratified. It's a basic English concept that a medicine तभी ऑथराइज होगी ऑब्वियसली जब उसके बेनिफिट्स कम ज़्यादा होंगे एज कम्पेयर द रिस्क. सो रिस्क तो रहेंगे ही. उस रिस्क के रहते हुए हाउ डू यू ऑथराइज एंड हाउ डू यू इवेल्युएट एन एप्लीकेशन, उसका की प्रिंसिपल है दैट अ मेडिसिन कैन ओनली बी ऑथराइज्ड, ओनली, नो कंडीशन, नो इफ्स एंड बट्स, if its benefit outweighs the risks. All medicines have benefits as well as risk, as I have told you earlier. When assessing the evidence gathered on a medicine, that is all the data, preclinical, clinical, manufacturing, when it was a research molecule, all the data accumulated till then is the evidence. EMA determines whether the benefits of the medicine outweighs its risk in a group of patients for whom the medicine is intended. If you are saying that I'm going to treat a cancer patient, so my target would be that the cancer would at least की बात करें तो sufficiently reduce the size of the tumor that it becomes less invasive to the other parts of the human organs. But if my medicine has side effects or it has toxic content so harsh that the risk of my patient is increased, that abhi to he was on the verge of dying, but with your side effects the condition is even worsened, then that is no use of launching such a product. If I say that there was a man who was at the cliff and he was at the verge of jumping off suicide, and you as a medicinal a psychologist did something wrong, made a wrong move, and the person who was about to jump didn't jump yet, but he jumped after listening to your words because it was not effective, rather it was harmful, then there is no use of such words and such people in that profession. I'm giving this as an example so you can relate more. So the benefits of the medicine should always outweigh risk in a group of patients for whom the medicine is intended. In addition, since not everything is known about a medicine's safety at the time of its initial authorization, the way risks will be minimized, managed, and monitored once the medicine is more widely used is also an integral part of the assessment. So they're not just assessing, okay, fine, let's come back to the situation. Okay, your safety point, efficacy point is 3 and only 1 side effect was observed. So the benefits outweighs the risks. I'm approving this drug. No, this is just for few thousand people on which this trial might be conducted. Now imagine this medicine is going to be, for example, marketed in all the Europe Union, like throughout the Europe. That is 27 member in itself. They're talking about, I'm talking about Italy, I'm talking about France, that has like millions and billions of population if combined together, all these countries. So won't they have different ethnicities, genes, different genders, different race they come from, and wouldn't that medicine react somewhere different on different people? If I look in my family itself, my mother can't eat Disprin because she feels dizzy after eating, and Disprin's work is to what? Reduce headache, or eradicate the headache. And if I'm feeling dizzy after, or if I'm feeling nauseous after eating that medicine, then there's no purpose of eating, right? Because it's making me feel much more uneasy and uncomfortable, which was against what it was intended. So, but we are not like that. We can tolerate that nicely. Even some people have food allergies that you might not. So everyone is going to react differently based on their genetic material. They're going to react differently on different medicines because they come from different race and they have different ethnicities. So only then we will be able to really conclude on the side effects and efficacy. This is for like, this is a data generated by, I don't know how many, 5,000 people who participated in the trial. That's a very less number compared to millions we are talking. So the assessment is not just based on benefits and risk balance. It's also based that if a risk come, if an unidentified side effect is observed, identified तो हमें पता है कि सर दर्द होगा या dizziness या whatever, but if an unidentified comes, then how can it be minimized, how can it be managed, or how can it be monitored, is also an integral part of the assessment. What is your plan of action in times of trouble, and is agreed at the time of authorization. Okay. While the authorization of a medicine is based on the overall positive balance between the benefit and risks. See, positive balance between the benefits and risks. This is not what I have highlighted on my own at my own will. They have highlighted it. So you can understand the importance that while the authorization of medicine is based on overall positive balance between the benefit and risks, at population level, each patient is different, and before a medicine is used, doctors and their patients should judge whether this is the right treatment option for them based on the information available on the medicine and on the patient's specific situation. Someone can say that I am allergic to ibuprofen, and if the medicine is a combination medicine containing a salt of ibuprofen, then your doctor can't recommend that medicine. That is why in developed countries, when you go for a treatment, or in big hospitals when you go for a treatment, they always ask you any medicines that you're allergic to, because they are taking that as a precaution. They're asking that question to take precaution. So this is a very good funda, where when I was learning all this, I couldn't find it on YouTube, and people working in the industry also will not sit you down and explain it to you. So these are the things that you discover on your own, and you discover it only when you want to learn it. So you searching this video up and you listening to up till this point means that you are a dedicated person. And I was also once like you. I have not done a degree on this particular topic, that how the drugs are approved in EMA. I also searched from Google, read different articles, read about, in one article they said that EMA procedure is not so transparent, but I didn't have the time, so I didn't went through it because it was a personalized opinion and I wanted to give a content that is more generalized, that is more standardized. So I directly went and referred from their website. And anyone can do this. If I can, then anyone. I'm not that of an experienced person, and generally people take like regulatory courses in India. If you want to pursue a PG diploma, they take 60,000 fees at least, and so many much more for examination and registration. When you're talking about clinical research courses, they take up to 20,000 rupees, and if like in depth is there, till 1 lakh the fees goes. Can you imagine? And this is all we are talking online ones. It's not that they are giving you face to face content and you can have, so not a lot of doubt clearing session is there. They have limited time, 1 hour classes, so they teach only standardized content on based on which you can clear a basic interview. But it is not our objective, right? We want to have, we want to achieve what? Excellence, if I use this word of their own language. So then ordinarily being a part of crowd will not help you. This content is provided for free, so the least you can do is share this video with people who are in need of such content, and subscribe my channel. I'm also a new channel and I focus only on the content, so not on like shosha and thumbnails and all. I'm a very simplified person. So you can help me grow with the subscriber count, the share. If the more the more this video is shared or views it has, I feel good that okay, these many people watch, so it might be a good video out there, and then I'm encouraged to put up more videos. So thank you for watching this video. Have a good day.